come and move that in my direction. So thankful for that, it's such a blessing, yeah. Turn every situation into heaven, yeah. Oh, you are my sunrise on the darkest day. Got me feeling some kind of way. Make me wanna savor every moment slowly, slowly. You fit me, tailor-made, love how you put it on. Got the only key, know how to turn it on. The way you nibble on my ear, the only words I wanna.
Hey Steep, welcome to Hobby Lover, welcome to Hobby Lover's YouTube channel, welcome to Hobby Lover's YouTube channel. So it's home for the Blomberg WNF9448 AE20 9kg 4-inch double A class screen plus washing machine, and the Blomberg 8kg double A class screen plus TKF A4 550 condenser heat pump dry anyway. Yep. So yeah, believe it or not guys, we just got some different wash. We got some load of, just to say guys, we're just washing it. We're just gonna be doing a different wash today, just to say it's not a mid-tail wash, but just to say. So just to say guys, we're going to be washing some dressing gowns today. We're going to be washing a load of dressing gowns in my Blomberg WNF9448 AE20 9kg 4-inch double A class screen plus anyway. So anyway guys, we're going to be doing a load of dressing gowns today. Obviously we've got 3 pairs of dressing gowns. We've got mine's and mum's and dad's dressing gown we've got washed today. Anyway, so we're just going to be washing some dressing gowns today anyway. So anyway, so we've got 1 pair of dressing gown, which that's mine obviously, but the blue one is mine though obviously. You can see we've got my dressing gown. Obviously that's my dressing gown we've got there. And we've got my mum's dressing gown. That's my mum's dressing gown, but it's even like dark. I think it's like dark coloured dressing gown or something anyway. And then we've got my dad's dressing gown as well, obviously. But we've also got my dad's dressing gown as well. Anyway, we also got dad's dressing gown. We also got wash as well. Dad's dressing gown anyway. But probably be more room in that anyway. So anyway, just probably going to use a different detergent I'm going to use today anyway, but obviously I'm going to use AE20, well obviously, but so detergent we're going to be using today. We're going to be using the 2 different detergent we're going to be using today. We're going to be using that's off the we're going to be using the Pitamatic Colour Brighten tablet we're going to be using today. So we're going to be using that detergent today anyway. So yeah, I don't know whether the Pitamatic can handle their dressing gown anyway. That's going to be that's going to put in the detergent drawer, but and then also we're going to use today. We're going to be using AE21 pods in that as well anyway. I'm not very sure what the AE21 pods can handle that dressing gown, whether it can handle the Susdlock anyway. I'm not very sure whether the AE21 pods can handle the dressing gown anyway. So we're going to be using AE21 pods today though, obviously. So yeah, we're also going to be using that today anyway. And the softener we're going to use today is we're going to be using Asta Fresh Cotton's fabric softener. We're going to be using Asta Fresh Cotton's fabric softener anyway. So all I'm going to put in is I'm going to put 2 AE pods in though. So I'm going to put 1. But I'm obviously going to put 2 pots of area in because I'm going to probably put 2 in. I'm going to pop the 2 in anyway. I'm going to pop the 2 in, obviously. So right. As you can see here, that detergent needs to come out again. Oh, sorry. As you can tell, this is also the Pitamatic Colour tablet, but I also got to use the white one soon as well anyway. Right, because remember this one gets really crumbly, that one. Remember this one gets quite crumbly, that one. So, anyway. That one gets quite crumbly, that one anyway. But. So 1, 2 I think anyway. As you can see there's the 2 of the Pitamatic Colour Brighten tablet that's already in the detergent drawer. And then we're going to use 4 cap of we're going to be using 4 cap of Asta Fresh Cotton's fabric softener. Oh, sorry, that was a bit too much. I spilt that one. Well, that was going in the pre-wash that way anyway. That was spilling the pre-wash. That's just spilling the pre-wash for some reason. well, just to say is that that's that Petamata tablet, but we also got a white one to use as well anyway, but we'll probably put the everything one pot back, I think. So anyway. So the program we're going to be sticking on today is Synthetics 40. We're going to stick on Synthetics 40. Obviously, I'm going to stick it on Synthetics. Obviously, for that one. I'll tell you why, because we're going to be sticking on Synthetics 40 anyway. We're going to stick on Synthetics anyway. Just on the Synthetics 40. We're probably with no options, I think. Probably with no options selected anyway. Just with no options anyway. It's going to take 151 minutes anyway. We're going to stay with no options anyway. It's going to take 151 minutes anyway. Better start. So yeah, so I thought I was going to stick on Synthetics 40, so I'm going to stick on Synthetics 40 for that one anyway. Synthetics 40 anyway. There we are, we're taking in the Petamatic tablet. Obviously we're taking in the Petamatic tablet. Now taking in with the tablets now. It's now taking in with the tablet anyway. I think because it's Synthetics 40 it's like a longer wash cycle anyway. Just because Synthetics 40 it's quite a long wash off, say Synthetics 40 is quite a long wash anyway. So I thought we'd do it on the Synthetics 40 for that one. So I thought we'd do it on Synthetics 40 anyway. Just on the Synthetics 40 for that one. So I thought we'd do it on Synthetics 40 anyway. Obviously it's going to be with a long wash, but it's going to take a longer wash anyway. But I think it's because I have used Synthetics 40 with a shorter wash, but that's what I'm using with no options anyway. That's what I'm using Synthetics 40 without no options anyway. So that's what I'm using without no options anyway. I don't know how long the main wash takes though. Obviously. I'm not quite sure how long the main wash takes though with this anyway. I'm not particularly sure how long the main wash is going to take though. I don't know how long the main wash is going to take anyway, the main wash. Tell you what, I think because the spin motor is just still going again. Anyway, spin motor on the Blomberg though. Yeah, I tell you why, because the spin motor's because when the machine tumbles though, it just always makes the spin motor goes very funny though. Obviously, I think because the spin motor is just still going though, still making I think because the spin motor is still making that noise though. Obviously, tell you why, because of that spin motor is still making that noise though. It's still making that noise though. Obviously, because I think it's because the spin motor always does that. The spin motor anyway, because it always makes the noise anyway. That spin motor anyway. I think because usually it's makes 40, it takes like a 2-hour wash section. I think it usually does like a 1-hour section wash anyway. But just because it makes 40, it takes like 1 hour on the main wash. It takes like 1 hour on the main wash though. Anyway, the Survex 40 takes about 1 hour. Just takes about 1 hour main wash anyway on the because when it's heating though, because it takes like 1 hour heating. It takes like 1 hour heating to just to heat up to 40 degrees anyway. Because it just usually takes up to like 40 degrees, and it takes like 1 hour to heat though. It does anyway, this machine anyway, but normally it takes about 1 hour to heat though, or 50 minutes to heat anyway. But oh yeah, we're just now on heat retain now. As you can tell, we're on heat retain now. We are heat retain, we're on to heat retain now. So catch you on main wash 14, so catch you on main wash. It's cheap. Blomberg is just non main wash anyway. Blomberg is just non main wash anyway. Yeah. I might say we're very steady main wash by the way. We're very steady main wash by the way. We're very steady on main wash anyway. With the AE20 pods, liquid tabs anyway, and the Petamatic colour tablets as well anyway. It's just got 58 minutes left by the way. It's got 58 minutes left anyway. It's got 58 minutes left on main wash anyway. As you can tell, the temperature is just heated at 40 degrees. The temperature is just heated at 40 degrees anyway. So yeah, it's just literally heated at 40 degrees anyway. As you can tell, it's just at 40 degrees now anyway. It's just at 40 degrees by the way. So as you can tell, the temperature is just at 40 degrees anyway. It's just at 40 degrees anyway. As you can tell, the temperature is just at 40 anyway. I think because the AE20 pods, it gets more substance than the Petamatic colour tablets, isn't it? Because it gets more substance than the Petamatic colour tablets anyway. I think because I've got a feeling the AE20 pods is quite high substance detergent now. Obviously, I think because the AE20 pods is quite high substance detergent anyway. The AE20 pods anyway, it's quite high substance detergent. I think it's quite high substance detergent anyway. But I think because the dressing gown is it just gets dissolved with more water anyway, because usually with a dressing gown it just absorbs with water anyway, because it just absorbs with more water, it does, isn't it? Because the dressing gown is it just gets absorbed with more water anyway, because usually when it fills into the main wash it fills from the main wash though, because the dressing gown always absorbs water anyway, yeah. Because usually with the dressing gowns though, it usually absorbs more water anyway, but with the bedding though, that's less water anyway, because with the bedding that absorbs more water as well, and that absorbs less water anyway. But because with the dressing gown, that absorbs more water anyway. But same for towels obviously, but same for towels as well obviously, but same for towels though as well anyway. Towels obviously absorbs more water as well anyway, towels do anyway. Actually, yeah, as you can tell, the area is quite sudsy though, it's quite sudsy anyway. As you can see, we are really stutty with area 3-1 pods anyway. We are really stutty, by the way. It's washing it very nicely, by the way, but anyway. Because, by the way, I've topped up more water, by the way. Just now, no, guys, I've just topped up more water, by the way. I just topped this up a bit more water anyway. So yeah, so I just topped up more water anyway. Just topped up more water anyway. To tell you why, because that's why I just had to top up more water anyway. Because it's literally just, as you can tell here, it's literally just, I just filled it about here though, obviously. I've just filled this about here, obviously. I just filled that one compartment just about here anyway. So yeah, so anyway, guys, we'll just see on the anti-static tumble anyway. It's cheap. Blomberg's just nudging from the main wash to show off the main wash anyway. Yep. So no, we're just doing from the main wash anyway. Yep. It's just got 42 minutes left, by the way. It's just got about 42 minutes left anyway. Yep. And we're going for the anti-static tumble. I think we're going for the anti-static tumble anyway. I think we're probably about to go for the anti-static tumble anyway. I think we're going for the anti-static tumble anyway. I think we should about to go for the anti-static tumble anyway. I think anti-static tumble. Oh, that was about tumbling then, it wasn't it? This machine was about tumbling then anyway, but that was just first tumble. I think that was actually a first tumble I did then anyway, but this is why he's doing it without throwing up though. This is what this machine is doing it though. He's doing it without throwing up though, obviously. Because it's dressing gowns though, that's why it doesn't need throwing up. It's because dressing gowns don't obviously need throwing up though, obviously. Tell you why, it's because dressing gowns doesn't ever need throwing up though, obviously. The dressing gowns anyway. This machine was about to tumble then. It was just about to tumble then. It was, and it was just about to tumble then. It was anyway. But just because I know this, just because this machine only does 5 tumbles anyway, but not 6 tumbles, only 5 tumbles anyway. But because because remember this machine does 5 tumbles. Remember anyway, because it does 5 tumbles on this anyway. Because on the Colin cycle it does 5 tumbles anyway, but that does the same. I think the Surveying cycle does the same anyway. It does 5 tumbles anyway. But anyway, it does like 5 tumbles on this anyway. I think because on the first spin we're going to get a good sock on the first spin. I think on first spin we're going to get a good sock anyway. I think on first spin we're going to get a good sock anyway on first spin. We might be able to get a sock anyway, but I don't know whether we can or not anyway. Because I was thinking that I think because the dressing gowns always sucks because the only thing with the dressing gowns is that it just always sucks because the dressing gowns always sucks anyway. Just because with the dressing gowns it just always does a sucks anyway, the dressing gowns anyway. I think because the dressing gowns can handle the sucks I think because dressing gowns can handle that though. It can handle the sucks the dressing gown. It can handle the sucks anyway, the dressing gown can anyway. It's because some dressing gowns can handle the sucks anyway, but yeah, I think it can handle that. I think Aaron 3-1 pods can handle the sock anyway with the dressing gown, but anyway. But I never actually use Aaron 3-1 pods with the dressing gowns though, but I never ever done it with dressing gowns though anyway. You know, the Aaron 3-1 pods, but I haven't used that with dressing gowns though anyway. We're just going to see what the sock looks like anyway with this Aaron 3-1 pods anyway, but we're also going to see what the sock looks like with the Blomberg though, obviously. But we're also going to probably see whether it's going to do a sock anyway. But I bet on first spin it's going to be a massive sock. I bet it'll be a massive sock anyway. But we have to wait and see that, I think, anyway. Because when it spins though, that's why the pump thing, it comes on the diamond scale. That's why it sucks off then it does anyway. But it sucks off then anyway, and then it just goes onto the emergency rinse as well anyway. But then it just goes straight onto emergency rinse anyway. But it just goes straight onto emergency rinse anyway. But anyway, because it just goes on straight into emergency rinse anyway. Because this is what Blombergs always do. Though obviously, it always goes onto the emergency rinse anyway. Because I think they like the other day. I don't know if that's what it's like 40 the other day, but that day 3 times socks like the other day though. Because while I was filming in parts the other day with the camera recorder, because that day 3 times socks like the other day though. But I think that was ages ago. I haven't done Dutch and Gam wash, but anyway. Anyway, that's 4 tumbles. That's 4 tumbles that's doing. So yeah, I think we are going to get good socks on first spin. I think on first spin we're going to get good socks on anyway. I think we're going to get that anyway. I don't know how many. I don't know what the Susdlock rinses does. I don't know how many rinses. What the Susdlock. I don't know how many rinses. I'm just not very sure what the Susdlock rinses do, because I don't know how many rinses it does anyway on the Susdlock cycle anyway. Because usually, I think it's usually on dog wash cycle that has full rinse. That because usually with the dog wash cycle that only has full rinses anyway. The dog wash cycle. Maybe we'll try dog wash cycle one day with that load one day. Might be able to try the dog wash 40 cycle anyway. Because I was thinking might be able to try the dog wash 40 cycle with that just to count that anyway. Mix it with a load of darks anyway. But I can't do that anyway because But believe it or not, there's not really enough load of darks by the way. Just because there's only half load of darks, there's not really enough by the way. By the way, there's not enough by the way, and we've also got not enough load of towels as well anyway. Because so yeah, just because we haven't got enough towels as well. Might be doing towels tomorrow though. I'm not sure because might be doing towels wash tomorrow anyway. So no, so just catch you on the first spin and first rinse. It's cheap. Blomberg's just now doing from the anti-stash tumble anyway. We just drained from the anti-stash tumble anyway. We just drained from the anti-stash tumble anyway. It's got 36 minutes left, by the way. It's got 36 minutes anyway. It's got 36 minutes left anyway. I got a bad feeling, guys. There's a few wrapper in this machine. As you can see, there's a wrapper in this machine. As you can see in the by the door glass, there's 2 wrapper. There's 2 wrappers that's on the door glass anyway. So anyway. Just got a bad feeling, guys. There's 2 wrapper thingies on the door glass. There you are. I think we're about to spin now. The pump's just come back on anyway, so we're about to spin now. It's literally just hit about 34 minutes. That's just literally hit about 34 minutes I did. The time has just clicked on to 34 minutes I did. So I think we're just about to spin now. I think we're about to spin anyway. Oh, I think we're going to have to see what the balancing system looks like on a Blomberg, but. Oh yeah, we're just literally tightly unbalanced. We're tightly unbalanced, but I think we're going to go socks lock. I think we're going to get good socks lock in this anyway. I think we are going to get good socks lock anyway. I think we are. I think we are going to get good socks lock. I think with Justin Gown. There we are, socks lock. Whoa, God, that is massive sock sock, Jesus. Whoa. God, that's awful sock sock, that is. That's awful sock sock. Whoa, God, that is massive. Jesus, that is massive sock sock. That's like a Spanish detergent sock sock or something. That's like a Spanish detergent sock sock anyway. That's like a Spanish detergent sock sock anyway. There we are, 1, 2, emergency rinse now, there we are, emergency rinse, 1, 2, emergency rinse anyway. That just socks like that socks like a Becco WMA does anyway. I think because the Becco WMA 520 does that anyway. I think that's what that socks like a Becco WMA anyway. That socks like a Becco WMA 520 anyway. That's like a Becco WMA sock or something anyway. I think it's Becco WMA socks like that anyway. I think it's because usually the Becco WMA socks like that anyway. Because that socks like a Becco WMA anyway. That just socks like a Becco WMA anyway. God, that is the best sock sock I've ever seen though, with the Petomatic tablet anyway. I think is the I tell you why, because AE21 can handle that sock sock anyway, because the AE21 pods can handle that sock sock anyway. I tell you why, because the AE21 pods can handle that anyway, can handle that sock sock anyway. Yeah, because the AE21 pods can handle that anyway. That can handle that. So I'm scared detergent anyway. that can handle that long to go detergent anyway. Oh yeah, pumps come back on. There we are, going for the second temp now. There we are, going for the second temp now. This is going to be the second temp stock, I think. I think the first temp stock was massive though. Massive stocks on that first temp anyway. Well, God, that is quite balanced. That is quite unbalanced, but don't think that's going to spend that. Don't think that's going to spend that for some reason. Don't think that's going to spend that anyway. There's no way that's going to spend that. There's no way that's going to spend that. That's going to get even more stock again, I think, anyway. Well, God, Jesus, that is extremely unbalanced. That is extremely unbalanced again. Jesus, that is extremely unbalanced. Oh, God. God, that is massive stock again, though. Jesus. That is extremely unbalanced. That is extremely unbalanced. That is. That was nearly about to go 400 then, that was. Anyway, that was nearly about 400 RPM, that was. Whoa, God, that is massive sock. That sock is almost... That sock is thick though. Oh my God, that is the thickest sock. Oh my God, that is the thickest sock I've ever seen. I tell you why, because the AE21 Pulse is the best sock though. It's the best sock ever though. Because the AE21 Pulse is the best sock obviously. But it's better than Personal Power Gems. But this is better than Personal Power Gems though. Obviously, this is better than Personal Power Gems anyway. That's the second time sock I did that. That was the second time sock I did that anyway. That was literally going to emergency rinse balls anyway. I don't know how many times socks does on a Blomberg anyway. I don't know how many times this Blomberg does anyway. Not sure whether it does 3 times anyway. But this machine was almost about to go 400 it was. This machine was almost about 400 RPM that was anyway. This machine was almost about 400 RPM that was. It was almost about 400 RPM it was. It was almost, this machine was almost about 400 RPM, obviously. It was almost 400 RPM it was. It was nearly going to 400 RPM, but first it was anyway. I thought I was going to not cut out anyway. There we are, about to spin, there we are, about to spin again. Pump's just come back on, we're about to do third time spin now. We'll see how balanced might get this time though. Oh, totally unbalanced this time. I think it looks like we're totally unbalanced again. Well, I think we're totally unbalanced, I think we're totally unbalanced, but I don't know if it's going to spin that one, because that might get stream unbalanced again though. I've got a feeling that might get stream unbalanced again. Oh, sucks up again. Oh yeah, it's just to protect us again. As you can see, it's just protect us now. As you can see, it's literally just it's now on 31 minutes. We're now probably on first wins now, I think. It's literally just about 31 minutes now, so I think we're literally on, probably about on first wins now, I think. I like the way it's just there pause though. I just like the way it sits there and pause though. I think. Just like the way this machine just sits there and pause though. Obviously, it just sits there and pause. The machine does, and it just sits there and pause anyway. But we're going to wait till it fills when it starts filling anyway. But it's just waiting to start filling, I think, anyway. don't know whether it's going to fill or not anyway. Don't know whether it's going to fill or not anyway. Probably have to wait till it fills up anyway, but whether it's going to or what anyway. So I'll just probably catch on first things or whatever anyway, whether it's going to start filling or what anyway, but if it is anyway. Tell you why, this machine is literally on 31 minutes though. Oh yeah, first minutes now, there we are, on first minutes now. There we go, there we are, it's starting filling now, there we are, it's starting filling up now, there we are, it's filling up for the first minutes now. That was literally about 1 minute pause then. This machine was, that was literally about 2 minute pause that was anyway. It was almost about 2 minutes it was. It was almost about 2 minutes it was. That was literally about one minute pause it was anyway. It was literally about 1.5 minute pause it was anyway, I think. I think on the second spin it's going to be medium stock on the second spin. I think because on the second spin it's going to be medium stock on the second spin. I bet on the second spin it's going to be medium stock anyway. Oh, it's literally just low level rinse anyway. I just see the water starting to go down a bit though, as you can see. That water is starting to go, oh there we are, tumbling now. There we are, it's literally starting tumbling now. I think the water was starting to go down a bit though, the water was just starting to go down anyway, the water was. I think because the water level was starting to go down a bit anyway. Still got pretty much suds there though, we still got pretty much suds on the door seal though. Looks like on the door seal we still got pretty much suds on the door seal anyway. Looks like. I got a feeling that Susdlock was brilliant, that Susdlock was brilliant on this anyway. Tell you why, I never used Synthetic Cycle. Synthetic Cycle it does the best Susdlock ever though. It's better than the fast flow cycle, but fast flow cycle it does the worst Susdlock anyway. Better than the fast flow cycle anyway, but anyway, it's better than the fast flow anyway, but this machine can handle the Susdlock with AE21 pods better than personal power gems anyway. But personal power gems just gets even more Susdlock anyway, because when it just goes speed up to 600 RPM, that's massive Susdlock anyway, the personal power gems anyway. But I've used it with a load of large towers before though, but I think that was the other day I've done a large towers before with personal power gems the other day though. I think because the AE21 pods is quite high Detergent though, because the AE21 pods is just a slightly high Detergent though anyway, the AE21 pods anyway. Yeah, the machine is just cut down to low level rinse for some reason. It's just cut down to low level rinse anyway. I tell you why, because it just cut down to low level rinse anyway. I think because with a shorter wash cycle, that does high water, that does a medium water anyway. Which on the cotton cycle, that does a high water level on the cotton cycle anyway. Because on the cotton cycle, that does a high water level anyway on the cotton cycle anyway. That does a high water level anyway on the cotton cycle anyway. So yes, I'll catch you on the second spin and second rinse or final rinse anyway. But anyway, let's just see you there. It's cheap. Blomberg's just now doing from the first rinse. It's just jumped to first rinse anyway. Yeah. So anyway, we just straight from the first rinse anyway. Yeah. It's got 27 minutes left by the way. It's just got 27 minutes left anyway. Yeah. And we're going for the second intermediate spin. We're going for the second intermediate spin. No, this is the second intermediate spin we're going for anyway. The second intermediate spin anyway. This is the second intermediate spin we're going for anyway. The second intermediate spin anyway. Yep. So no, we're just about to go for a second intermediate spin anyway. Yep. There we are, we're just now hit about 25 minutes anyway, so we're just going for a second spin now. I just thought, because I think the only thing with the machine there, when it's drained from the main wash and the rinses though, that dish feed is not even the right though, because that dish feed doesn't sound right anyway, the dish feed anyway. I just don't really like the dish feed when it's drained from the rinses and the main wash anyway. But that dish feed is awful though, obviously the dish feed anyway. Always check the balancing looks like anyway. Tightly unbalanced. I think we're tightly unbalanced. I think. Not sure whether we are tightly unbalanced anyway. Oh, sock again. Oh god, sock again. Oh my god, that is massive sock, that is. Oh god. That is massively sock, that is. Tell you what, that sock is absolutely extremely, that is extremely sock obviously. That could better on the first spin, that can anyway. But, I can tell you what, because this machine is literally on 24 minutes though. Tell you what, that is literally on 24 minutes though. That's gonna do third time again. That's gonna do third time sock again. But anyway, I think this machine here is gonna do third time sock anyway. That's gonna do third time sock. I think that's gonna do third time sock anyway. I think it's because the dressing gowns are not stable enough, and it's because they're not stable with the sock. The dressing gown anyway. I bet when it's on a foreign spin, it will probably do water sock on a foreign spin. Not sure whether it's gonna do water. I'm not very sure if this machine is gonna do water sock on a foreign spin anyway. Not very sure if this machine's going to do water sock on the foreign spin anyway. I'm not very sure on the foreign spin whether it's going to do water sock on the foreign spin anyway. Because I think it might do water sock on the foreign spin anyway. Because this machine might probably do water sock on the foreign spin, because it might probably do water sock anyway. Because I think it might be able to probably do water sock on the foreign spin. It might probably do water sock anyway on the foreign spin. Because on the foreign spin it might do water sock anyway. I can tell you what, because dressing gowns always do best sock though, the dressing gowns anyway. Because with a load of dressing gowns, that is the best sock ever though. Because with a load of dressing gowns, that does the best sock though, the dressing gowns do anyway. Because the dressing gowns always do best sock anyway, the dressing gowns anyway. Oh yeah, that's just literally on balance, that is. It's not going to spin that. Don't think that ain't going to spin that one. Because that's going to get that one's going to get balanced and trash. That's going to get balanced and trash. I think that's going to get balanced and trash anyway. If this machine gets to be unbalanced though, which it does though. But yeah, there we are. I thought it might do this. Oh god. I thought this machine might do balanced and trash system, so I thought this machine might do balanced and trash anyway. That was literally first attempt anyway. That was literally just first attempt anyway. Now I'm going on second attempt. I thought this machine might do this. God, I thought this machine might do this. Oh, that's not going to spin that one. That ain't going to spin that, I think. No, that's definitely not going to spin that one. That ain't definitely going to spin that one. For some reason why that's not going to spin that one. That ain't going to spin that, I think. That ain't going to spin that. For no reason, that's not going to spin that anyway. That's not going to spin that. There we are, second temp now on third temp. It's because literally we just got a stud stair there. There's literally studs on the door still, like. Because on the door glass, there's obviously a few studs there, I think, on the door glass. I think it's because on the door glass there's a few studs there anyway. No, that's then definitely gonna spend that one. Honestly, I hate when this machine does batting system. I hate this machine. I just hate when this machine does a batting system anyway. Oh my god, I hate it when it does that. I hate this machine. Honestly, I hate it when it does batting system. I hate it when it does that though, honestly. Well, that's third temp now and fourth temp. That was third temp, now I'm going on fourth temp. Oh, is that going to spend that one? I don't know if it's going to spend that one. Well, yeah, that's ton of bands there, I think. I think that's going to go. That's going to do Susdlock again. I think that's going to do Susdlock again. I think that's going to do Susdlock attempt again anyway. Oh, a little bit unbalanced, but a little bit unbalanced, a little bit. You can see here that is massive Susdlock there though, as you can see. God, that's awesome Susdlock here. There we go, cut out again, and that's just cut out again though. Oh my god, that element through one pod, so that makes the massive Susdlock though. That's massive Susdlock again though. I thought this machine was going to speed up more though. Because I just thought this machine was going to speed up more anyway. Oh, that's just sitting there and paused again. I think that's going to go on second rinse, I think that's literally just going to go on second rinse anyway. That's just literally going to head on second rinse anyway. It's only on 21 minutes by the way. I can tell you why, it's just literally on 21 minutes anyway. But that's just literally on 21 minutes anyway. Oh wait, because remember it does 1.5 minutes pause though, this machine. Oh wait, because remember it does 1.5 minute pause though, it does anyway. I think on third spin that's gonna do medium Susdlock on third spin, I think. But when it's going on front rinse, I have to top up more water then anyway on front rinse anyway. I will literally pause the machine and then it will do front rinse probably with a nice medium wall level on front rinse. Hopefully I'm going to do with it streaming deep water aspect anyway. I'm probably going to do it with streaming deep water anyway. It's literally just pausing for a bit though. I think because I can tell you why. It's probably the exit detergent side. Because this machine doesn't have exit detergent anyway. It's probably the exit detergent. I think it's probably exit detergent anyway. I think it's probably exit detergent. I expect. I guess that is exit detergent. I bet that's the exit detergent. I expect anyway. Exit detergent anyway. Well, it should back on rinse in a minute anyway. Any second it'll be anyway. When you start throwing anyway. Probably be any second now. I expect anyway. Oh yeah. Second. That went back to 25 minutes though, obviously. That went back to 25 minutes anyway. I'll tell you what, that just went back to 25 minutes, that did. The time just went back to 25 minutes, that went back to 25 minutes, that did. As you can see, look, anyway, that's just literally back on 25 minutes though. That's just literally back on 25 minutes anyway. I'll tell you that, that's just on 25 minutes though. I think that's going to do lower rinse again. I think that. Oh no, wait, that's just going to do. I'm not sure what it's doing though. I thought that was the second rinse it was going to do then, but I thought that was the second rinse it was going to do. I'll tell you why, because it's literally just on 25 minutes though. I thought that was on the second rinse, but I just don't know what the machine's doing though. I've got no clue what this machine's doing though. Honestly, I've got no clue what it's doing though. Whatsoever it's doing though, I've got no clue what it's doing though. This machine, I've not got no clue what it's doing, but I think it's just gone. I think that's going to do third temp sock, I think, anyway. I think that's probably still on most TVs for some reason. That's probably still on most TVs anyway for some reason. I think for some reason that's still on most TVs anyway. I think this machine was literally just on most TVs anyway. It's literally still on most TVs anyway. Most TVs anyway. Oh, I see what balance looks like. I see what the balancing system looks like anyway. The balancing system anyway. Oh, balancing Josh. It's first temp. Now going on second temp. Oh, I see what the balance system looks like. I think we're totally unbalanced. I think we're totally unbalanced. I think we're totally unbalanced. I think we are. Oh no, we're not actually. Second temp now and third temp. It's like a spin now, well anyway. I think that's totally unbalanced, I think that's totally unbalanced then. Well, it's third temp now and fourth temp. I think on fourth temp that's gonna spin. I think that's gonna spin when it's on fourth temp. I think on fourth temp that's gonna spin anyway. I think we're totally unbalanced there, I think. Looks like. I guess no socket this time. I guess there's no socket this time. No socket at all this time. Well, that's literally 400 and that is. That's literally 400 RPM. Yeah, I guess it's no. Just believe it or not, no socket this time. Finally, no socket this time though, but no socket at all this time. No socket. I think I will pause the video in a minute. I think in a minute I will pause the video anyway. I think because in a minute I will pause the video anyway, because I will pause the video in a minute though. I think because in a minute I will pause the video anyway. I will probably pause the video in a minute though. Pause the video anyway. And then I'll probably film the second minute or 5 minutes anyway. Well, it's just showing down now. I think that's going to go back in dish view, I think. Anyway, that's going to go back in dish view anyway, I think. There we are, back to dish view now. There we are, back to dish view. I like the way this machine just goes back to dish view though. I like it when it goes back to dish view though. That's just back to dish view. I think that's just back to dish view. Anyway, back to dish view. So I'm going to pause it. I think I'm going to pause the video now, by the way. I think we'll probably see on the when it stops a minute though. I'll probably see on the second rinse or front rinse anyway. When it stops distributing anyway. Oh no, it's spinning again though. That's weird. That's spinning again. That's weird though, that's just spinning again though. That's weird. Oh yeah, we're spinning up a bit now, and there we are, we're spinning up. I think we're spinning up to 600, I think. I think because on first spin it didn't do 400, but it nearly got up to 400, but it went from 400 RPM and then it's just back on spin though. That's weird though. I've never seen this machine do that before. I've never seen this machine do that before. I've never seen this machine do that before. I've just never ever seen that before though. Never ever seen that before. Oh yeah, 600 RPM. That's just 600 RPM. This machine just seems to be spinning again though. That's weird though, that just seems to be spinning again. I've got a feeling because this machine just seems to be spinning again though. I'll tell you why, because it went from 400 RPM and then 600 RPM. That is absolutely weird though. It's just spinning again though, that's weird though. Normally this machine just stops though, obviously. It stops going from 400, but then it just goes from 400 and then it goes back to district and then it just stops, then it does anyway. I've got no clue why this machine should be coping with that. This machine should not be coping with that though. Should not cope with this machine though, obviously. I like the way it just goes from 400 to 600 though. But it just, I like the way, that's just district like hopping WT, that goes about district like hopping WT960 does anyway. But this just pretends like a hopping WT960 anyway. When it does on foreign spin, that just pretends like a hopping WT960 anyway, or inset anyway. So I just catch on rinse. I just catch on second rinse, one rinse. It's cheap. Blomberg WNF9448 A20. It's just now on to second rinse now. We're on second rinse now, by the way. As you can tell, the Blomberg WNF9448 A20 is now on second rinse now. We're just literally on the second rinse now, by the way. We're just literally on second rinse. And believe it or not, we got 22 minutes left, by the way, and we just got 22 minutes left now. As you can tell, the Blomberg WNF9448 A20 is it's now got about 22 minutes now. So yeah, we're on the second rinse now, by the way. We're on the second rinse now. As you can tell now, we're just literally on the second rinse now. We're just literally on the second rinse now. I've got a feeling because on the second spin was too long though. I just got a feeling. But the first spin was quicker, but the second spin was a bit too long though. But obviously, I've just got a feeling because on the second spin was about 80 minutes. It was about 80 minutes on the second spin. That spin was too long though. This machine had the second longest spin ever though. I should tell you why anyway. But I'll tell you what, with the Blomberg WNF9448 A20, that had the longest spin ever though. That had the second longest spin ever though. I can tell you why, but I never had the longest spin ever on the Blomberg anyway. Oh, that's low of rinse, I think. So yeah, I can tell you why, we're just literally on second rinse now, by the way. So just catch you on catch you on first spin and final rinse anyway, because by the time this machine will just do medium socks lock anyway. On the on the first spin it would just do medium socks lock anyway. So just catch you on final rinse. So just catch you on third spin and final rinse anyway. Hey, cheap. Blomberg's just now doing from the second rinse. Just jumped to second rinse anyway. Yep. So anyway, just jumped from the second rinse anyway. Yep. It's just got about 80 minutes left, by the way. It's just got 80 minutes left, anyway. Yeah. And again, I'm just about to go for the third intermediate spin. We're going for the third intermediate spin. We're going for the third intermediate spin now, and we're going for the third intermediate spin anyway. Yeah. So anyway, just about to go for the third intermediate spin. No, this is the third intermediate spin. We're going for anyway. The third intermediate spin anyway. Yeah. So anyway, just about to go for the third intermediate spin. No, this is the third intermediate spin. We're going for anyway. The third intermediate spin anyway. Yeah. There we are, about to go to the third spin now. There we are. Should about to go for the third spin now, I think. Oh, let me just see anyway. Let's see what the band looks like anyway. I think we should be able to spin this one. I think we should be able to spin this one. I don't know if I think we should be able to spin this one. I think we should be able to spin this one. I think. Oh no. That was probably 2 unbands, that was. That was first temp, now on the second temp anyway. Because I thought this machine was going to spin then, but I just thought this machine was going to spin then. But I just thought this machine was going to spin then. Because I just thought it was going to spin then, this machine was. I thought this machine was going to spin then. Oh, I definitely has to spin that one. Don't know whether it's going to spin that one. Don't know whether it's going to spin that one. Yeah, because I thought this machine was going to spin them. I thought this machine was going to spin them. But anyway. Oh yeah. Oh, balance. I think we're about balanced. Oh yeah, a little bit of sock. There we are. A little bit of sock. That's medium sock, so this time that's medium sock. Probably the sock. That's probably still sock. I think. Still sock. I think that's probably still sock. That's probably medium Susdlock this time. That's medium Susdlock this time. Medium Susdlock that is. That's medium Susdlock that is. Medium. That's just medium Susdlock. I think that's a medium Susdlock anyway. This machine is. It's like it's just watery Susdlock for some reason. This is the best Susdlock we need though for this machine. This is the best Susdlock we need though, I think anyway. But that's the better Susdlock. That's the better Susdlock. That's the better Susdlock, obviously. Tell you what, that is the better Susdlock. That is the better Susdlock. Like that's quite better Susdlock. That's better Susdlock. Like it's not even too sudsy as Susdlock. It's not too sudsy though. Not too sudsy, but tell you what, it's not even too sudsy as Susdlock anyway. Tell you what, it's not too sudsy as Susdlock this time. But this time it's just gone to medium. As you can tell you what, the suds finish has just gone to medium. As you can tell, it's just medium Susdlock this time. Medium Susdlock. That was emergency rinse. That was just emergency rinse anyway. But as you can tell now, it's not too sudsy this time. It's not too sudsy this time. Not too sudsy. Not too Susdlock this time. I think the last time I done it on the first spin and second, but on the first spin, the second spin was the worst one. But I think the first and the second spin was the worst one. I think. Tell you why, because the first and second spin was the worst one. Tell you why, because the first and second spin was the worst one. Just because the first and second spin was the worst one, obviously. But the third spin is even more better. But the third spin is just basically you get better Susdlock though. But the third spin is better anyway. As you can see here, the third spin is just better. I think on the third spin it's a bit better, but it's quite bad. Obviously, the third spin is better anyway. Definitely I could spin that one. Nope. Yeah, I thought it might do. Yeah, it's first attempt. Now we're going on second attempt. Right, second attempt, now on third attempt. Oh, of course. Honestly, this machine always does balancing system, honestly. This machine always goes fast on balancing though. This machine always faps on balancing though. Honestly, this machine always faps on balancing though. It always faps on balancing though, this machine does. Tell you what, this machine always faps on balancing though. It just faps on balancing though, it does anyway. It always does this every single time. This machine always faps on balancing though. It does this every single time it does this. It does this every single time. Every single time it just always faps on balancing though. It does it every single time. Every single time it just does this though. It does this every single time. Because every single time it just does this. It just does this though, honestly. This is absolutely the worst machine ever. This is the worst balancing system ever, obviously. Honestly, this Blomberg is always the worst balancing system. Obviously, it's always the worst one. Tell you what, the Blomberg is always the worst balancing system. This balancing system is the worst one for the Blomberg. It's the worst one. Obviously, the balancing system is the worst one. Tell you why, because this is the worst balancing system. This is the worst one. Tell you why, because the balancing systems are just the worst one. It's worse than the Bosch though, obviously, because I think this machine acts like a Bosch very perfect. That acts like a Bosch very perfect anyway. This machine just acts like a Bosch very perfect, that does. That acts like a Bosch very perfect anyway. Oh yeah, I'll spin it now. Oh no, no Susdlock this time, no Susdlock this time, no Susdlock at all this time. There you are, 600 RPM. That's 600 RPM. So I just catch on fine rinse, I just catch on and fine rinse anyway. It's cheap. Blomberg AE20 is now finally on fine rinse. So we're now on to the fine rinse now, by the way. As you can tell, we've got 30 minutes left, by the way, so it's just got 30 minutes left anyway. As you can tell now, we're now on fine rinse now. The last rinse we're on to. We're finally now on to last rinse now. Obviously, we're finally on to last rinse now. Obviously. So the softener, it's now taken, is the Asta Fresh Cotton Fabric Softener. It's the recent Asta Pure Cotton Fabric Softener anyway. But I just can't remember what it's called anyway, but I just can't remember what it's called anyway, but no, it's not actually. It's Asta Fresh Cotton Fabric Softener anyway. It's not pure cotton, but it's just fresh cottons anyway. So yeah, as you can see, it's now taking in the fabric. It's taking in the Asta Fresh Cotton Fabric Softener anyway. It's taking in the Fresh Cotton Fabric Softener anyway. Well, so it's starting to come a little bit of water over coming in, as you can see. The water is starting coming in slowly though. See, there's the wrapper, it's just in there. You can see there's just the wrapper in there. Not very sure we're going to get air bubble in there though. Not sure we're going to get air bubble in there though. I think because when I pause the video, I will probably top the machine a little bit. I was going to top up this machine with high water level, I expect anyway. I'm going to probably do a high water level in this anyway. A very deep water level I'm going to do anyway. Just like I did last time with swim towels anyway. I think it's just like I did last time with swim towels anyway. That's what I'm going to do anyway. I'm going to do a streaming deep water anyway. Streaming deep water level anyway. So it's a catch-on foreign spin, or it's a catch-on foreign spin. Ace Jeep. Blomberg's just now changed from the foreign range. It's just down to foreign range. See right? Yep. So anyway, we're just changing from the foreign range. See right? Yep. It's just got 8 minutes left. No, it's got 8 minutes left. Right? Yep. And we're probably going for the foreign spin anyway. Going for the foreign spin. I think we're going for foreign spin at 1200 anyway. It's 1200 and spin we're going for anyway. So we're just going for a spin at 1200 anyway. Going for a spin at 1200 anyway. This is 1200 and spin we're going for anyway. 1200 and spin anyway. This is 1200 and spin we're going for anyway. 1200 and spin anyway in the Blomberg anyway. Going for a spin at 1200 anyway. So believe it or not, guys, I think we're going to be doing a waterlock test anyway. See if the machine's going to handle the dressing gown anyway. If it's going to do waterlock anyway. I just want to see whether the machine's going to do waterlock on with the dressing gowns anyway. Just want to see whether if this machine's going to do waterlock anyway. There we are, it's just literally on 6 minutes spin now. It's just on 6 minutes, by the way. It's just literally on 6 minutes anyway. So yeah, we're going for a fine spin now. I think we're just going for a spin now. 1200 and spin, we're just going forward, we're going for a spin at 1200 anyway. 1200 and spin, we're going forward, we're going for a spin at 1200 anyway. Just want to see if this machine's going to get really unbalanced on a fine spin or not anyway. I think we're totally unbalanced. I think we're totally unbalanced. I think we're totally unbalanced, but a little bit unbalanced, but oh yes, waterlock, lovely, waterlock. Oh yes, waterlock. God, that was a waterlock. That was well. It was a little bit of waterlock, but a nice bit of waterlock it was. It's the first time this machine did a waterlock. It's the first time this machine did a waterlock. It's the first time this machine did a waterlock. It's the first time this machine did a waterlock. It's the first time this machine did that. That's the first time this machine did a waterlock. It's the first time this machine did that. It's the waterlock. 1200 RPM, that is a 1200 RPM, that is a 1200 RPM. Yeah, I think we should back on and decrease, I think, anyway. There we are, and decrease now, there we are, on end decrease stage now, there we are, end decrease. Just on end decrease now, by the way, we're just on to end decrease anyway, end decrease stage 1, 2, no, we're on to end decrease now anyway. Right, I'm just gonna go basket anyway. Gonna go basket anyway. That was a load I've just done. That was one I've filmed yesterday. That was a load I've just filmed yesterday. And that was the one I've done in the Blomberg TKF50 yesterday. That was the one I've done yesterday in the Blomberg TKF50 anyway. As you can tell, that load of colours has all been done, by the way. It's just a load of colours, the one I've just done yesterday anyway. That was a load I've just done yesterday in the Blomberg 8kg AA Cloud Screen Blast TKF A4550. That was one I just filmed yesterday though. Which I've done the 20-minute program yesterday, which I've done the 20-minute program yesterday anyway. So anyway, I'm going to put the camera back, obviously. I'm going to move this forward a bit anyway. I'm going to move this forward anyway. It's just the, what do we call this one? So yeah, we're going to wait for this machine to unlock now. We're going to wait for this machine to unlock anyway. And just see what we just done anyway, and then see what the results looks like. See what the results are anyway. So I'm going to wait to unlock now. When it's starting clicking anyway. When you hear the click anyway. Yeah. Well, as you can see in there, there was a piece of wrapper that was in there. As you can see, there was a piece of wrapper that was in there. Obviously, but I just didn't really check the pockets there anyway. So as you can tell, this load of dressing gowns. Obviously, that's my dressing gown. Obviously, that's just one of my dressing gown. And there's my dad's dressing gown as well. I know that's my dad's dressing gown. I think it's stuck. I think my dad's dressing gown is balled up a bit though. I think my dad's dressing gown is balled up a bit though. But as you can tell, I think it's because my mum's dressing gown is balled up a bit anyway. But yeah, as you can see, there's my mum's dressing gown. That's my mum's dressing gown. Obviously, I think it's because my dad's dressing gown is balled up a bit though. That's why it's balled up a bit though. My dad's dressing gown, it's just balled up a bit anyway. It's balling up a bit anyway. Tell you what, the smell of that area smells nice. I think because of the smell of that area 31 pods, that smells nice. So obviously that smells quite nice. That does anyway. It's smelling quite nice, the area 31. But the area 31 smells nice detergent anyway. Because the area 31 is quite a nice detergent, obviously anyway. So yeah, it's quite nice detergent there with 3-1 anyway. So anyway, so that's now off to the Blomberg 8kg double class screen plastic FA4550, which I won't be filming this one off, say, just because I can't film this one, because I already filmed the dry yesterday though, because I already filmed that dry yesterday though. I can tell you why, it's because I already filmed that dry yesterday, it's because yesterday I just filmed the dry, but I just filmed the dry yesterday though, by the way. Just because, by the way, I've already filmed the dry yesterday, but that's now going, so the 3 pairs of dressing gown, that's now going into the Blomberg now, that's going into the Blomberg dry now, I think anyway. So yeah, blown on guys, hope you enjoy this video, but I hope you enjoy this video with a lovely load of dressing gowns, but anyway. So yeah, blown on guys, I think because on the first and second spin was a massive sock slide, by the way. So the results are, I think because on the first and second spin was the worst sock slide though. I think because the AE21 pods, it's making it more sock slide though, because it gets more subsidy the AE21 does anyway. Once the Petomatic tablet, colour providing tablet though. I think because Petomatic colour providing tablet, it just makes it sock slide as well anyway. I think because what's with the Petomatic tablet though, because that doesn't get any subsidy though. Because the Petomatic tablet never gets subsidy though, by the way. The tablets never get subsidy though, by the way. But the AE31 do obviously, but the AE31 pods does anyway. And also there was a nice waterlock as well, obviously. But on the front spin, there was the first time waterlock as well, obviously. The first time this machine did a waterlock as well. The first time this machine did a waterlock anyway. I think because on the front spin, that waterlock the first time I did, that machine, that waterlock the first time I did. It's the first time I ever done it on the Susdlock cycle. That's the first time I ever done it on the Susdlock cycle, but it never ever does on fast flow cycle as well anyway. Never ever does waterlock on fast flow cycle as well. No, never ever does on fast flow, but only on the Susdlock cycle anyway. I can tell you right, this machine ever did this machine just first time waterlock. That did the waterlock first time that this machine did. That just done the waterlock first time that did that machine. Anyway, it's because of the Vascular and the Susdlock, so just because they're the similar programs though, because the Vascular cycle that never does waterlock, but with the Susdlock cycle that waterlocked anyway. I like the way this machine did a waterlock the first time though. I like the way it waterlocked the first time though anyway. Because it just waterlocked it was waterlocking the first time anyway. So yeah, blown on guys. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you enjoy this massive. I hope you massive enjoy this video. Obviously, probably with a massive sock sock. I quite like massive sock sock. I think anyway. I think it's because I think it's just this is what we're calling it now. It's waterlock plus sock sock anyway. That's what I'm going to type anyway. So just because it's sock sock plus waterlock anyway. I like the way this machine just walked on the first time though. Obviously. So yeah, believe it or not guys, I hope you enjoy this video, but comment me if you need, just say comment me if you need it, comment me about this machine, comment about all about these two machines though. If you need me guys, just comment me whether you need all about these two machines anyway, or give me any requests if you need it, or give me any request if you need it for these two machines, give me any request or need for these two machines, or any other machines you could do as well anyway. So yeah, just say guys, just comment me if you need it, comment me if you need it, or give me any request if you need it anyway. Just give me any request if you need it anyway. Give me any request if you just need it for these two machines anyway, whether come anyway. So yeah, believe it or not guys, hope you enjoyed this video, but I had a massive enjoyed this video, but I really actually enjoyed this video, by the way. I enjoyed that video. I absolutely enjoyed that video anyway. So yeah, believe it or not guys, there'll probably be some more washing coming up soon, but anyway. Probably be doing a load of whites in the Blomberg WNF9448 anyway, but I'll probably be doing a load of whites soon, I think anyway. Don't worry, I might probably be able to do it on Wednesday. I think because it's half term, so yeah, might probably be doing a load of whites in the Blomberg WNF9448 on cotton, probably on Vascular 60 or cotton 60, but I'm not sure anyway. I'm not 100% sure about that anyway. So yeah, might probably be doing a load of whites on cotton 60. I think might probably be doing it on cotton 60 anyway, or maybe fast forward, but might be done on cotton 60 anyway. I think anyway. So yeah, I think this half time might be doing a load of whites anyway in the Blomberg WNF9448 anyway. Probably be doing it on cotton 60. I think anyway. I think because the other day I did the shirt 60, but I've done the shirt 60 the other day though. Anyway, it's because mostly I do fast forward and cotton, because mostly for whites I do fast forward 60 and cotton 60 anyway. Because some of the loads I just do I do sometimes it's fast forward 60 or cotton 60 anyway. Because cotton 60 is quite a similar cycle though. Because cotton 60 is because the cotton cycle is quite similar to Susdlock though anyway. Because the Susdlock program it is quite polyester I think anyway. Because with the Susdlock cycle that's polyester anyway. It's just like polyester. I think it's the Susdlock cycle. it's probably polyester. I mean, I think a surveying cycle is it's similar to the polyester anyway. Polyester, I think it's because surveys are actually made by polyester anyway, but also the coins are made by polyester as well anyway. So yeah, believe it or not guys, hope you enjoyed this video, but comment below if you need it or give me any requests anyway. And believe it or not guys, just don't forget to keep it supreme. Just believe it or not guys, and don't forget to keep it supreme and go hobby another.